Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Out of Boston here, and today I'm back for episode number 54 of my Road to the Show series here on MLB The Show 16 with Jim Lowry here of the St. Louis Cardinals, and today we're back continuing on forward in the 2021 season, what could be Jim's last season as a St. Louis Cardinal, but if it is, he's certainly going out with a bang, a 2.36 ERA to this point, and you can see dominant in his last month's work, 6 earned runs, over 29 and a third innings, taking on the Washington Nationals this game, getting a strikeout there. Now Harper up, he's going to rip one towards left field. That's a base knock, 2 men aboard here early on, but early on I'm not going to focus. I'm actually not going to lie here. Lowry struggles in the first 2 starts in this episode, but for those first 2 starts I'm going to be doing some real baseball talk here because I haven't really done any MLB talk in a while, and it is certainly, or I should say, things are certainly heating up, especially in the AL. I do have some thoughts on the AL playoff picture. In the AL East, things are really heating up. Of course, we've got a really nice 3-team division race, maybe even turning into a 4-team division race at this rate with the way the Yankees are playing. 6-4 in their last 10. They're only 5.5 back, but only 2.5 back of that second wild card that Baltimore currently holds. But they certainly have struggled as of late, and I actually think that Baltimore is going to fall out of the playoff picture before it all said and done. I'm not sure which team is going to take that second wildcard spot. I do think Toronto and Boston both get in. I think Toronto's going to hold on and win the division, but I do have confidence in the Red Sox being able to secure that first wildcard spot, get that home playoff game. Maybe it'll be the second wildcard spot if another team in the AL gets hot, but I do think that Boston will at least wrap up one of the 2 wildcard spots before the end of the year. And I do think Cleveland and Texas are going to hold on to win their divisions, but I think one of Detroit or Houston is going to take that second wildcard spot. Maybe Kansas City, maybe Seattle. I would say Seattle probably last on that list in my opinion. And I don't really think New York is going to keep it up. I mean, Gary Sanchez, of course, has been like unreal. And the thing is, too, I saw a good stat the other day that was his slash line without the 11 home runs that he's hit so far. And it was actually pretty impressive. And what it tells me is that even when his power kind of regresses to maybe a normal kind of amount, he will still probably be a pretty good offensive player because he's been that so far. Even without the home runs, take away the home runs, he's still been a 300 hitter. So I think Sanchez is going to be pretty good moving forward. But other than that, the rest of the Yankees team I still don't really think is that good. They have a couple good arms. The 2 guys they got from the Shane Green trade, or was it not the Shane Green trade? The Justin Wilson trade, excuse me. Luis Sessa and David Green, both those guys look pretty good. Or Chad Green, I should say, not David Green. So, the Yankees have some good young players, but I don't really think that they're going to end up making it at the end of the day. I think they'll make a nice run, though. Probably end up winning more than 81 games, stay above 500. But anyway, so the AL's wide open. I don't really think that it's clear-cut. And I think you could say the same for the NL wildcard picture. I mean, 2 of the 3 divisions are pretty much wrapped up in the NL, the Nationals and Cubs, but the NL West is heating up. The Dodgers and the Giants, they have been going back and forth now over the last few weeks, and ultimately, I do think that the Dodgers are going to pull that one out. They've just been playing better as of late, and San Francisco, they've had trouble with their rotation, finding some stability. Of course, Matt Moore had that great performance against LA the other night where he almost had the no-hitter. He got, acquired from Tampa Bay, but other than that, I mean, other than Bumgarner, they've, struggled. Bumgarner and Cueto have been very good, but Samar just been inconsistent as of late, and Moore, they're going to look to him to, hold down that number 4 spot in the rotation. And as for the lineup, things are looking a little thin, just, guys like Crawford slowing down in the second half, but, the Dodgers have been hot lately, and they'll get Kershaw back, so I think that could be the X factor. And then as for the wild card, I mean, a lot of teams in it. The Marlins, the Mets even, the Cardinals, Pirates still in it. Obviously, whoever doesn't win the NL West, the Dodgers or the Giants, one of those teams will probably get the first wild card spot, but the second spot's definitely wide open. So, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's obviously going to be between those teams that I mentioned. I think another team from the NL Central, either the Pirates or the Cardinals, likely will take that second spot, but I wouldn't rule out the Marlins or the Mets, especially if the Mets get healthy, but match is one of the DLs, so I think it's going to be tough for them to get healthy. But anyway, getting into some of the gameplay here in this Jim Lowry Road to the Show episode, we're taking on the Braves in the second of 3 starts in this episode. And Lowry, you can see there, getting through 6 innings, but struggling through 6 innings. 4 earned runs, did strike out 8 and only walk 1, but still struggled. But the offense comes through for 10 runs, and we do beat the Braves. So going through the month of August now into early September, we've got a matchup with the San Diego Padres, another team that looks like they could be on the playoff bubble heading into the month of September. So Justin Upton here with 2 strikes on him, 1 out in the second. He goes down on that high cut fastball. So the first strikeout of the evening here for Big Jim, and that's a pitch you don't really see him using for the strikeout a lot, the cutter, especially up and away, not something I've experimented with too much. There's the slider, a more typical strikeout pitch for Big Jim, and that's the second K. Now here is Michael Hay. He goes down on the slider, third strikeout. Now it is Puig, strikeout number 4. He was really dialing it up. Lowry was, I should say, against the Padres. Now Upton up again. He's already struck out once here tonight. And he goes down again, this time just looking at that slider that catches the outside corner of the zone. Now Yan Gomes, this team's new catcher, he goes down 99 on the corner. That is pain right there from Big Jim, the 200th strikeout of his season. Here now it is Danny Santana at the dish, 2-2 count. He goes down on the cut fastball, another strikeout. Now 1-2 count to Puig. He's already been a victim tonight. He goes down, cutter up and in this time, 97 on the gun. That has become such a good pitch for Big Jim over this last season and a half or so. The cut fastball with the movement and the velocity that he can get on it. Very, very impressive stuff. Now a ground ball here with 2 men on but 2 out. Throw in time to first base, so Lowry gets out of it. No runs across. Now here, top 8, 99 pitches. The 1-2 count. Pitch number 100 is in there for the strikeout. Now on to the 8th inning, bottom half. It is Lowry with an AB. He bunts it down the first base line, and the first baseman can't make the play, so he's going to be safe. It's an infield hit. And he would reach now after the 9th inning. It's Will Myers up. He's going to line one down the left field line. That will get down in front of the left fielder, but Myers, for some reason, trying to go for 2 here, and he is dead meat at second base. So he is thrown out, and that will be the first out of the inning. And now 1 down for the next batter. Yasiel Puig has looked foolish so far tonight, but he gets a hold of one down that left field line into the corner there, and that's going to be good for extra bases. Puig, plenty of speed to get into second base. Now the next man up for the Pods is going to be Pierre Kirkpatrick. He'll get a chance with a man in scoring position, not something San Diego has had too often tonight, and he rips one deep left center and gone. A 2-run home run. And the Padres are on the board just like that. They make it a 6-2 ball game, and Jim's night is going to be done. We would hold on for the victory. Final score of 6-2, and Lowry 8 1/3 strong innings, 10 strikeouts, only 1 walk, and only the 2 earned runs. So that is going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy, but we'll get into the playoffs. What could be his final playoff run with St. Louis in this next episode. We are the defending world champs, so we will see if we can defend that title and win a back-to-back World Series. So that is going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.